All mother sentient beings, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and nations, may they experience happiness, be separate from suffering safely. I will establish them in the state of unsurpassed, perfect, complete, precious Buddhahood. All mother sentient beings, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and nations, may they experience happiness, be separate from suffering safely. I will establish them in the state of unsurpassed, perfect, complete, precious Buddhahood. Dalai Dhamma Sipe Da, no Para Sipe Ge, Tarpa Dam Dam Je Jembe Barda Ju Bara Zeba Dam Je Zor Zebe, Manam Ka Dan Nyambe Sem Je Dam Je Dewa Dan De, Donghara Dan Dra Nyor De Lana Me Pa Yang Dab, Zobe San Jo Rumbo Je Do Bara Za. Thus, under achieving enlightenment, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and mind. Until death, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and mind. From now until this time tomorrow, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and the mind. We take refuge in the Kandaru Lama and the lineage Lamas. We take refuge in the deity of the mandalas or Yadams. We take refuge in all the exalted Buddhas. We take refuge in the perfect Dharma. We take refuge in the excellent order of the Sanghas. We take refuge in the noble Dakas and Dakinis and the Dhamma gardens, possessors of the eye of wisdom. Until I attain the heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in all the Buddhas. I take refuge in the Dharma and the likewise in the example of Bodhisattvas. As previous Buddhas ambassador enlightenment and the progress on the Bodhisattva's path, I too for the benefit of our sentient beings giving birth to Bodhicitta and apply myself to accomplish this stage of the path. In the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha most excellent, I take refuge under enlightenment's reach. By the merit of Janarastra and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of our sentient beings. May all mother sentient beings, boundless as the sky, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they never be separate from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. I bow down respectfully with my body, speech, and faithful mind to all Tathagatas in the 10 directions. Those who have already reaching the Tathagata state, those who are reaching it at the present, and those Tathagata state to come. Through the power of Samadhabhara's prayers, may all Buddhas manifest vividly in my mind. I posted to them, multiplying my body as many times as there are atoms over the earth. In each atom, I visualize as many Buddhas as there are atoms, surrounded by countless Bodhisattvas. Thus, all space is filled with Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. The press or Buddhas, through manifesting, chanting, expressing great ocean of the excellent qualities. To all Buddhas, I make offerings of arrows, pure flowers, flower garlands, or music, or noting oils, manifesting light and fragrant incense. I make offering to them of fine garment and perfume and pour pharaoh, pour high as moon meru and orange the most beautiful way. I visualize the highest and most extensive offerings and offer them with the great faith and to all Buddhas. I prostrate to the Buddhas and make offering to the following the deeds of the great Bodhisattva Samantabhara. I confess to you, Buddhas, whatever negative actions I have committed due to the power of anger, desire, and ignorance. I rejoice in the merit of all the Buddhas and the 10 directions of the great Bodhisattvas and the Pakika Buddhas, those who have attained Aharasya, those who have entered the path of Aharasya and all other beings. I recourse to all great protectors and the Buddhas to turn the highest way of Dharma as the light dispelling the darkness of beings in the 10 directions, leading them gradually to the enlightened states. I supplicate those Buddhas intending passing into Parinirvana to living long for as many eons as there are atoms over the earth in order to benefit all beings. Whatever merit I have gathered through prostrations, offerings, confession, rejoicing, beseeching, and praying for the sake of enlightenment of all sentient beings, all this I dedicate. The ground sprinkling with the scented water and the stir with the flowers, it is adorned with the mirror, the spring mountain, the four continents, and the sun and the moon. As Buddha fair, I offer it. May all sentient beings attain the happiness of the Buddha fair. To the Lama who possesses the three kayas, I offer auto in order the sacred offering. with my body, word, and all that is visible. Please grant me supreme realization and enlightenment. Om Guru Rina Mandala Punza Manga Samandra Savarina Samaya Hom. Equal refuge, O name of the world. Your fame provides the 3,000 words. You are with over Jadara, we do adore. I bow at the feet of Father and Jiti Songo. Continue laughing with no one but you. Compassion and grant your blessings. Dispel darkness that surrounds my heart. Please bless me so that I can realize and liberate nature of mind. Please stand the way of the Dharma of the true vehicles and the combination according to disposition and likewise. The mental capacity of sentient beings. His wisdom is burning like the sun, free of clouds of two ways, and the perceived various steps of knowledge in the true nature. For this reason, he holds wisdom takes at his heart, he has a compassion. For all beings who suffer from darkness of ignorance and the prison of samsara as a father for only son. Like a thunderclap, he wakens those who are sleeping in ignorance and losing the charm of karma through the 60th branch of Haramana's speech. He wears the wisdom silver to cut the settling of suffering to dispel darkness of confusion. And the Buddhist hour form is pure from beginningless time, fully accomplishing the 10 levels and perfect in the body of our knowledge. I supplicate human usually adorned by 112 sons of Buddha to dispel darkness of my ignorance. Om Arabazanade, Om Arabazanade, Om Arabazanade, Om Arabazanade, Om Arabazanade, Om Arabazanade, Om Arabazanade. Om Arabazanade, 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 Om Arabazanade. Om Arabazanade, Om Angeshorumo, Om Angeshorumo, Om Angeshorumo, Om Angeshorumo, Om Angeshorumo. You who are the perfect, youthful body, whose flame of wisdom blazes, and dispel the darkness of worldly ignorance, I pause before you and praise to Manjushiri. Yonekele Jamai Po Yishe Dome Rabdemba Jeden Demo Menzarwa Jambar Yangla Zanzardu. Okay, so now we're going to sing the Namo Guru. Okay. Yeah. Ask them, can you hear? They can hear.
Good morning, Sangha.
We can hear.
They can hear or no?
I think so.
We can hear.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear.
Nobody can say anything, right?
Can everybody hear me?
No,
Yes.
no.
Yes, we can hear you.
Debbie's muted.
Yes, we can hear you.
She's saying something though.
No, you can hear. Ask again.
Oh, okay. She says yes. Yes? We're good? Okay. Okay, great. Technical challenges.
So you need other people or only you going to sing whole thing? Here is Andrew and another Leonard also already here.
Who's here? Will anybody be singing this with me, or will I be singing the whole thing through? If I don't hear, I'll just sing all the way through.
Okay.
There are two other singers there, Anna.
Nobody say anything?
Two other singers there, Benny.
Great.
Can you hear me? No.
In the vast sky of the glorious Dharma Dhatu, without boundary nor center, remembering again and again and again Vadrandara Dhammakaya, I supplicate you with one pointed mind, full of yearning. Guru, grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like you. Clouds gather in the east, o'er the land of Sahor, billowing mists of blessings arise. Remembering again and again and again, Tilo Prajna Badra, I supplicate you with one point in mind, full of a yearning. Guru, grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like you. Red lightning flashes over Pushpahari in the east. You underwent 12 trials for the sake of Dharma, remembering again and again and again, learning my Pandita Naropa. I supplicate you with one point in mind, full of a yearning, turning. Guru, grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like you. The turquoise dragon thunders in the sound, overthrow land. You translated the teachings of the hearing lineage, remembering again and again and again the translator Marbalotsawa. I supplicate you with one pointed mind, full of yearning. Oh, now Guru, grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like you. Like you. Like my Guru. Like you. A gentle rain is falling in the highlands of the Lachi Snow Range. Your instructions flow together into a great, great lake. Remembering again and again and again, glorious Shabadorji. I supplicate you with one point in mind, full of yearning, yearning. Guru, grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like the earth is soaked in the east in the dark Gampo hills. By the flowing stream of the waters of clear light, remembering again and again and again the Lord, King of physicians, I supplicate you with one point in mind, full of yearning and mood. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like shoots sprout in the land of Amudu. You reveal the treasure of the secret time trial. Oh, and again and again and again, the Lord, the self-born Buddha, I supplicate you with one point in mind, full of yearning, Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like you. Like you, like you, like you. On the crown of my head, on a summer moon seat, sits my kind root Guru, inseparable from Vajradhara. Remembering you, my Guru, remembering again and again and again, my kind Guru. Oh, now supplicate you with one point in mind, full of yearning, yearning, Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like you. Thank you. Thank you, Sangha. Thank you, Kempo.
Thank you, Danny. Everyone can hear clearly, right? Okay, so now we're going to do the Guru Yoga, Milirapa Guru Yoga. Above the crown of my head, upping a lotus in the moon, is a gypsy Jepadorje. The color of his body is color blue and he wears white cotton. The locks of his hair are turned upwards. His right hand is holds crossed at his right ear. His left hand is in the resting in economity mudra, holding a scorecard. Rolling within experience of the turbulent firelight of promoter wisdom, utterly blessed with majesty, brilliance, resounding with melodies, invisible Varjara song, through your compassion, think of me with love. Blessing me to attain the 5 kayas and the 5 promoter wisdoms. Bless me so, bless me to meet with the innate face of the way things. Bless me so that the discursive thoughts arise as meditation. Bless me so that I may bring negative condition into the path. Bless me so that negative action, misdeeds, and obscurations are purified. Bless me so that I can purify peace of the views are served. Bless me so that I will generate revelations to samsara. Bless me so that I will accomplish the rainbow body and the conchagra. Tibetan. Ranga jewara bedade, jezen jebai dorjene, kundong hosan regal sor, verar jinde sobaye, saye ninje de gardi, yombe nyanja tu yarana, ye xie wong ai chu pe long, ze zen rab de ba war yo, yo me dor je gur yang do, tu je da la ze ve gong, ge nga ye xie nga do zin ji lo, ne lo ran yar jawar zin ji lo, nam do gom den jawar zin ji lo, jing e lam de long war zin ji lo, leng e de zhe da war zin ji lo, da wai kor sai chu bar zin ji lo, kor wai shen lo che war zin ji lo, ja len gar jun zhe bar zin ji lo, Om Ai Guru Asan Ben Za Om, 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 Dong Ge Du Jie Xia Jie Rei Zhen Rong Yin Jie Me De Dei Jie Bong Jiang Ba Sir Jie Deng Bo Da Ver Ji Be Ge Xia Jie Jiar Bei Xia La So Ruan De Dor Jian Chang Jian De Lo Na Ro Dan Mar Ba Na Lai Ji Jie Gan Bo Amo Zhe Ba Jiar Wan Ji Gong Bei Ga Jie La Ma Nam Lai So Ruan De Rong Mei Chi Jie Yan Jie Bo Rang Ni De Song Sang Jie Gen Jie Ngo Nye Rang Sen Chi Gen Ngong Song Dong Zhe Bei Sa Wei Lam Mei Xia Lai So Ruan De. Good morning, everyone. So first I share short teaching here, then we go to singing realization songs. The last week we talked about Milirapa was in the Lachi Snow Mountain. So he stuck there 6 months inside the snow, right? Do you remember? So actually he didn't have food, but he survived because through the meditation and samadhi food, he received always samadhi food through the meditation. Dakini is also sometimes offering food for him. So that's when Marpa Lotsa Milirapa together, so Milirapa ready to leave. So I talked with you the last week. Milirapa was in the retreat, and he has a dream about his family and mother. So his dream is he's seeing our house is gone, mother is passed away, his sister has become beggar, and so that he has a dream. So then he morning come to see the Marpa Lotsa, and Marpa Lotsa was sleeping. So sun is shining to Marpa Lotsa's head, and then Milirapa was there and waiting. Marpa Lotsa wake up. So when Marpa Lotsa wake up, he told him why you are here. So he shared his dream. Then same time, and Marpa Lotsa's wife bring the food. So breakfast, this food bring to there. And then Marpa Lotsa told the Milirapa, so when I was for sleep, when you come, so that means we cannot meet in this life again. Only this is the last time. And then sun is shining in my head is you are the same sun in the spirit dharma in the world. And then his wife bring the food to Milirapa, the Marpa Lotsa. So he told that representative, your food is always through the meditation, samadhi, receiving, no rely on the ordinary food. So that's why Milirapa, when he was in this large snow mountain, so even he don't have food, and through the samadhi, he, received all this nutritions, food, and that's the story. And then last week we talked, after 6 months he went back to in the storm because his disciples request him, and so then he accepted their request. So now he went back to in the village with this group of his students together. And then do you remember which song someone asked me to share last week? I think I bowed down to the feet of my Guru Marpa. The gift of blessing is bestowed by the darkness, right? That one. Which page that one is?
That's on page 7 of 14.
So that is page 7, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you left off on page 8.
Yeah, so I have to share that short teaching, and then we go to the same. Actually, already saying this one last week, and someone requests to share this information a little bit. Explain. So I bowed down at the feet of my Guru Marpa, Milirapa, homage to his Guru Marpa Lotsa. Then, so the gift of a blessing is bestowed by the darkness. The blessing is to come from darkness. The nectar of Samaya. Sing lot you can drop, can't be sing. Take this Pembache. So the nectar of Samaya is abundant nourishment. So the looks like this darkness blessings, and due to that, Milirapa received this is nectar of Samaya is abundant nourishment. I think food also like receiving from the darkness. So the point is, I think, long as you have follow the Samaya, and then this darkness get blessing, and through that you also receive this nourished food, nectars. So that means, I think, Milirapa not rely on the ordinary food. So through faithful devotion, the organs of saints are fed. So Milirapa, his devotion, and due to that, so then he, his body, organs of saints are fed. I think is with just naturally receiving this food, and he's without our human being food, but still he can, this body, organs of saints are fed. So then to us, merits are thus generated by the disciples. I think he's sharing is his student, think Milirapa has passed away. So due to that, they did offerings, soul offering, practice, dedications, and that's also benefit to Milirapa. So he's saying this, his disciples also create accumulation merit. So that's also his great that disciples did. I think this part, the first verses is talk about. So when he was in the retreat, the darkness blessing, and he's followed the practice samaya, and his devotion through that, he receiving all the, food and survived. And then also this his students, did accumulation merit. So their offerings to Milirapa. So that's also he received. That's also benefited to his disciples. So that's I think he's sharing them. So how he survived in the snow mountain without food. Then next is Losley, he's sharing his when he was in the retreat, he's gaining his realization. So you can hear today a little bit noises because we have going on lots of things in here. And you saw the many statues in the US, so they all arrived here and the packings, so they're doing unpacking. No, then next is he said the meditation. Meditated mind has no substance. It is void, less than a smallest atom. When seer and seeing are both eliminated, the view is truly realized. So when he was in the retreat during the 6 months, so his point is he realized emptiness. He didn't see anything truly exist, even very smallest atom. Nothing is anything exist. So that's the reason it is a void less than a smallest atom. So when seer and seeing are both eliminated, the view is truly realized. So the seer and seeing are both eliminated. So the subject object or the person meditator and meditate, the both are not exist. Yeah, subject object is not to exist. It's the point is no dualistic view he realized. So that is his sharing is the view of realization. His view is truly realized emptiness. So the point he realized emptiness. The second his sharing is I think meditation. As for the practice in the stream of elimination, no strategy can be found. Perseverance in perfect practice is confirmed. when actor and acting are both in node. So when he meditate, Gompa Usar is like meditating is the stream of elimination is uninterruptedly, continually, like 24 hours. We talk about like, always in the samadhi. So due to that, no stages can be found, means like he didn't did any, like meditation, post-meditation. We have like meditation, post-meditation. Milirapa said he didn't have two separate. Always in the meditate, samadhi. So due to that, perseverance and practice conformed, become meditate and meditator, I think it become not separate. It's inseparable. So that's why he said when actor and acting are both in knowledge, I think is meditation is his like accomplishment. So then next is talking about the conduct. In the realm of elimination, where subject and object are one, I see no cause for all is void. When acting and the actor despair, all actions become correct. So in the realm of elimination, when he was always in the samadhi meditation, so where subject and object are one, all interdependent, these objects, everything is called interdependent. Interdependent, he recognized, is emptiness. Is interdependent means no separate, is actually one. Because all is emptiness. Interdependent means emptiness. So whatever we see in so many diversity, sentient beings on the form bodies, actually everything's emptiness. Everything is interdependent, interdependence, emptiness. So emptiness means only one, no separate. So that's why he's saying, I see no cause for all is void. And so nothing is, follow the conduct to, usually we ordinary, relatively truly, we have a conduct. So, someone say, I am received my vows. I'm following my vows. So then I say, I'm not going to do all these negative things. So they have a subject and object. Milirapa seeing that both are one, is not separate. That's the reason he say when so all actions become correct. All actions, what all is conduct is perfection conduct. But it's a poetry. It's really hard to explain. No same is that usually with other teachings easily explain. But this is comparing to others, harder to understand. It's when I read Tibetan, makes sense, but try to put in the words to explain, it's hard. I don't know, you understand? Are you okay? Okay, so the long as we have all these Genje Mahamudra teachings, Sublocation Tarat, so that kind of teachings really helps understand this. The point is what Milirapa talking about. So he's talking about all this teaching is absolute truth, not talking about the relative truth. So it's beyond the relative truth, actually beyond the religion. So that's why it's not easy to, we understand. Then he says in infinite, the infinite thoughts dissolve in Dharma Dhartu. the finite thoughts dissolve into Dharma-dartha. The air worldly winds bring neither hope nor fear. So he thoughts or is dissolved. Thoughts means like we have thoughts, we follow the thoughts, we stuck with the thoughts, but Milirapa, no thoughts. Thoughts is dissolved in Dharma-dartha, it's empty. So then the air worldly winds bring neither hope nor fears. So usually for us, we have this worldly, hopes and fears, because we want, like the worldly is, we want to become good things to hear. We don't want to hear bad things, and we expectation many good things, and so we want to also have, people praise to us, famous, and gain power, many things. So this is like worldly means. So Milirapa, he free from thoughts. So due to that, he didn't have this worldly wings, bring neither hope nor fears. So that's the reason when the percept and the percept keeper despair, the discipliners are best observed. So so it's of course we have like conduct, we have the vows, samayas, but Milirapa, he's free from that state. Reason is he didn't have this worldly aspirations or something, this worldly good things like expectation. He didn't have that. So that's why his despairedness are best observed. Then by knowing that the self-mind is a Dharmakaya, Buddha's body absolute, by an earnest altruistic vow, the deeds and the draw despair, thus the glorious Dharma temples. So he realized his mind is a Dharmakaya. Due to that, he accomplishment our own benefit and realize Dharmakaya and for benefit for others. So due to that, and Milirapa, the deeds and the draw despair. So accomplishment, something, object and action accomplishment, that kind expectation is despaired. So that's the reason he has accomplishment is actually result. David Dutorzanderson. It's thus the glorious Dharma triumphs, I think. In answer to this disciples, so he gave this answer to disciples, questioning, this is the happy song the old men sing. So he said, this is the happy song. His old men, like Milirapa, he's saying he's old, maybe already later older, sing. The falling snow enclosed my house of meditation. So snow actually helped him, become actually blocked everything. So he snow put him in the retreat. My house of meditation, falling snow closed my house of meditation. So then goddess gave me food and substances. So the darkness gave him food and substances. The water of snow mountain was the poorest drug, or was drawing without effort. So there is no need to farm when there is no demand for food. My story is for without preparation or hoarding. By observing my own mind, all things are seen by sitting in a lowly place. The royal throne is reached. Perfection is attained through the gain's grass. His bounty is repaid by Dharma practice. Followers and patrons here exemplary. Give your service with faith, be happy and gay, guy something. Gay. Okay. So then Tomba Shakyakuna made obeisance to Milirapa. So he homage to Milirapa, saying, "It is indeed wondrous and pleasant to learn that so much snow did not harm the gypsy." So snow didn't harm to gypsy. So he have to learn from the gypsy Milirapa. And that we, your disciples, were able to return with you safely to the village. So they went to locate the gypsy Milirapa and they found the gypsy Milirapa. And then, they come back together in the village. So what is joy that all the disciples could see their guru. So that everyone happy because everyone can see the Milirapa. We will be deeply grateful and happy if you preach the Dharma on your meditative experience this winter as on a rare gift to us. So he wanted to Milirapa stay there and share teaching to them. Milirapa, in answer to Shakyakuna's request, and as a rare gift to the disciple of Nyanan, song the song of the six essence of the meditative experience. So now Milirapa going to singing for them and sing. Next singer, how about Anna and Renato?
Oh, they just want to watch.
Okay.
Yeah, so maybe.
Singing Kempo, we're not gonna be able to sing like these songs at least. Thank you.
Okay. So okay, then Nana, can you sing Nana?
Yeah. Maybe we can split it.
Okay, split out. Nana, you can sing first, and then we have Andrew, and then next here, I think he's get sick, so yeah, I don't know he can sing today. So Nana and Andrew, and then after Benny, you three of them sing, sharing together.
Oh, hi, Kempo.
Yes.
It's really good to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you for coming.
How can we do this? Should I sing like 2 paragraphs and then Benny like the other 2 paragraphs and go like that?
Sure.
Okay. Can Benny start, please? Because that word at the beginning, it like puts me nervous. I don't know how to say that.
Okay, Benny going to start.
Okay, great. Obeisance.
This evening, at the request of my disciples, Jataguna and the patron Dormos, I, Milirapa, tell what I experienced when meditating. I, who ever dwell in the remote fastness, the pure vow made this congregation possible. The pure precept of Dharma united me and my patrons. My sons, what have you asked will I, the Father present as my a rival gift.
I remember
And
the
I'm
war.
lamented for it. I'm Milirapa, come to luscious snow mountain to occupy alone the cave of conquering demons. For 6 full months, the experiences of meditation grew. I now disclose them in this, the song of the 6 essences. First,
First
6
come
parables of outer appearance. Second, the 6 inner misconducts, which one should carefully consider. And third, the 6 ropes which bind us in samsara. And fourth, the 6 ways through which liberation is achieved. Fifth, 6 essences of knowledge through which one attains confidence. 6 blissful experiences of meditation. If one does not commit this song to memory, no impression is left upon the mind. So heed carefully then my explanation. If there be obstacles, it cannot be called space. If there be numbers, it cannot be called stars. One cannot say, this is a mountain, if it moves and shakes. It cannot be an ocean, should it grow or shrink. One cannot be called a swimmer, if he needs a bridge. It is not a rainbow, if it can be grasped. These are the 6 outer parables.
the limits of that definite
Go ahead, Nana.
limit understanding, drowsiness and distractions are not meditation. Acceptance and rejection. Can you hear me? Okay. Acceptance and rejection are not acts of will. A constant flow of thought is not a yoga. If there be wisdom west, it is not wisdom. If birth and death, it is not Buddha. These are the 6 inner folds. Denizens of hell are bound by hate, hungry ghost by misery, and beast by blindness, men by lust are bound by jealousy as a rise, and devils in heaven by pride. These 6 fetters are the obstacles to liberation. Great faith, reliance on a wise and strict guru. Good discipline, solitude in a hermitage, determined, persevering practice and meditation. These are the 6 ways that lead to liberation. The original inborn wisdom is the sphere of primordial. Without exterior or interior in the sphere of awareness. Without brightness or darkness is a fear of inside. Omnipresent and all-embracing is the sphere of Dharma. Without mutation or transition is the sphere of Tikli. without interruption is the sphere of experience. These are the 6 unshakable realms of essence. Thank you.
Yeah, next, then Andrew.
Okay.
Thanks.
So I haven't done this before, but let me give it a shot. So bliss arises when the vital heat fades, and air from the night is flows in the central channel, and the Bodhi mind flows from above when it is purified below. When white and red meet in the middle, and the joy of leakless body satiates one. These are the 6 blissful experiences of yoga to please you, my sons and followers. I sing this song of the 6 essences of my experience last winter when meditating. May all at this delightful meeting drink the heavenly nectar of my song. May everyone be gay and full of joy. May your pure wishes be fulfilled. This is a silly song sung by this old man. Do not belittle it, this gift of Dharma, but with joyous hearts stride forward on the path of the blessed doctrine.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good. That song is easy to understand, right? No any answer? Or is it hard or easy?
Easy.
Okay, so then we don't have to go any explain there. And Yendomo cried. So Yendomo is the lady, also Milirapa's disciple. She has very strong devotion and following Milirapa. So Yendomo, she cried. Then Jetsin is Milirapa, so most precious one. You are like unto the Buddhas of the past, present, in the future. The opportunity to serve you and to learn from you is a rare privilege. Those who do not have faith in you are indeed more foolish than the animals. So she a very strong devotion, seeing Milirapa as a Buddha, but then I think there are people not really following Milirapa and they don't have much devotions. So she thinks these other people so who don't seeing Milirapa as a Buddha, they are same as kind of animals. Milirapa replied, it may not be so very important for a person to have faith in me. So he said, actually, if people don't have faith for me, it's okay. It does not matter what much either way, but if you have a precious human body and have been born at a time and a place in which the Buddhist religion prevails, it's very foolish indeed not to practice the Dharma. So the point of Milirapa saying, is someone already has precious human body, Dharma is there, so then the person not engaging practice Dharma. So that person is then, he says, is foolish. Then that's why Milirapa does sing again, song. Okay, so now next song is who going to starting?
Anna, do you want to start this?
I can start. So maybe how far should I go? Should I just stop and give somebody else space? All right. At the feet of the Transmarca, I prostrate myself and sing to you, my faithful patrons, how stupid it is to sin with recklessness, while the pure Dharma spreads all about you. How foolish to spend your lifetime without meaning, when a precious human body is so rare a gift. How ridiculous to cling to prison-like cities and remain there. How laughable to fight and quarrel with your wives and relatives who do but visit you. How senseless to cherish sweet and tender words which are but empty echoes in a dream. How silly to disregard one's life by fighting foes who are but frail flowers.
How foolish it is when dying to torment oneself with thoughts of family, which bind one to Maya's mansion. How stupid a tint on property and money, which are a dead unknown from others. How ridiculous it is to beautify and deck the body, which is a vessel full of filth. How silly to strain each nerve for wealth and good, neglect the nectar of inner teachings in a crowd of fools. The clever and sensible should practice the Dharma, as do I.
Thanks. Okay, so then the people in the assembly said to Milirapa, that right?
Yeah.
We are deeply grateful for your song and wisdom, but we can never emulate your industry and intelligence. We can only try to avoid the foolish things you have cited. Our only wish is for the privilege of your continued presence, that the living may give their service and obtain instruction from you, and that the deed too may be served through your grace. Milirapa replied in obedience to the order of my Guru. I have been meditating on Lachi Snow Mountains. I may stay there for a time, but I can never stay here as you worldly people do. Disrespect and not goodwill would result if I were to remain among you. So they requested him to stay with them. He said he denied very strongly, right? He said he's not going to stay with them. I'm not going to stay with you guys. I'm not staying with you guys, so like that. Next, ready to sing.
Are we in the page 12?
Which
Yes,
page?
at the bottom of the page.
What was that word? Obeisance?
Obscience,
Obscene. Thank you.
think.
Obeisance. Obeisance.
Obeisance. Okay. Obeisance to Marpa, that's may all the patrons and patronesses here assembled have immutable faith and pray to me with sincerity. unfeigned. If one stays too long with friends, they will soon tire of him. Living in such closeness leads to dislike and hate. It is but human to expect and demand too much when one dwells too long in companionship. The belligerence in human nature leads to broken precepts. Bad company destroy good deeds. Honest words bring evil when spoken in a crowd. To argue the right and wrong only makes more foes. To cling to sectarian bigotry and dogma makes one vicious and more sinful. An obligatory response to the offerings of the faithful ever causes evil thoughts. To enjoy the food of the dead is sinful and dangerous. The offerings of worldly beings are low and worthless. Companionship itself causes contempt. From contempt, hate, and aversion grow. The more houses one owns, the more one suffers at the time of death. These sufferings and lamentations are indeed intolerable, especially to yogis who dwell in solitude. Milirapa, I'm going to a quiet hermitage to live alone. Faithful patrons, your endeavor to amass merits is wonderful, my patrons and patronesses. It is good to make offerings and to serve your guru. I confirm my wish to meet you soon and see you many times.
Thank you, Nana.
Thank you.
Yes, next, we have to read the one by one. I'm going to ask someone going to read. So next, Emila, please read. Yes. You are mute, Emila.
I don't have the text Rinpoche, sorry.
Oh, you don't have? Okay. So then next, Amanda, please read.
Yes, thank you, Kimpala. Mine. Okay, I printed it off and I only have page 13, so I pulled it up and see you many times. Okay. The patrons all said to Milirapa, "We never tire of hearing your instruction and preaching. It may be that you have tired of us. No matter how warmly we entreat you to remain here, we know it will be in vain. We only hope that from time to time you will come to visit us from Lashi." The villagers then offered Milirapa many provisions and other goods, but he did not take them. All the people were inspired with veneration and paid him deep respect. In a mood of great delight and happiness, the villagers strongly confirmed their unshakable faith in the Jetsun. This is the song of the snow ranges. Okay, thank you.
That's the finish one chapter. So Milirapa, the point is he cannot stay too long with these people because they're going to tired. He said you're going to tire. And he wanted to leave. So now we next chapter, challenge from a wise demons. So Milirapa also stuck with another fighting with the demons again. Can you, EDG, please read?
I'm only up to page 14. What is it? Another text?
I've just put it in the chat.
All right. Yeah, I'll do it. Hold
I
on a
just
second.
added it. Mhm.
Okay. Okay, now this is 4. Okay. All right. Now. Okay, start at the beginning, right?
Yeah, once Milirapa stayed in
Okay, good. Once Milirapa stayed in Nayon for a short period, the people there besought him to remain, but he would not consent. And in compliance with his guru's order, went to Riwo, Balnbar, and practiced meditation in a cave near Linba. To the right of his seat, there was a cleft in the rock. Late one night, Milirapa heard a cracking sound from the crevice. He got up from his seat and looked around. But as he saw nothing, he thought it must be an illusion, and so returned to his bed seat. Suddenly, a great beam of light shone out from the crevice. In the midst of the light appeared a red man on a black deer led by a beautiful woman. The man gave Milirapa a blow with his elbow, accompanied by a suffocating wind, and then disappeared. The woman became a red bitch who immediately caught Milirapa by the foot. Milirapa realized that this was an apparition conjured by the she-demon Drogastrinmo, so he sang the following song to her.
Yeah, so this each song realization we can learn, different. The last we talked, the singing song is usually, students always be with the teacher, so then students don't see the teacher's quality, and so become, sometimes they lost devotions. So that's why Milirapa say, I have to leave, not be with the students. That's many story like that, yogis, practitioners, because worldly our don't see this spiritual high realizers qualities. Sometimes we seeing they are kind of little crazy, so unusual, and then due to that we think they are mental problem or something. We lost devotions, and Milirapa knows he don't want to be that too long with his students there, and he wanted to go to mountain, meditate. In this one, then when he was in the cave again, so this Singmo is create obstacle to Milirapa. So he's going to subdue this Singmo. And this Singmo, she has also some levels practice of Dharma, but Dharma is not into her mind. She has like kind of a, understanding the many words, intellectual way. So that's why Milirapa have to explain more and more to, have to subdue her. Not easy way to subdue. So Milirapa going to subdue, and then she's become going to change to the Dharma protector. So now there's singing, Milirapa sharing here, and she also replied to Milirapa. When she says to Milirapa, also she has very good, I think, explain like instructions. So Milirapa also agreed, accepted what she's saying. So that means she has good, explain, she knows what is the problem, but then she didn't have that kind of practice. And she has strong emotion. So due to that, create obstacles for the practitioners. So the point is, even we hear many teaching, understanding the words, but the Dharma is not into our mind, but still, we have this emotion. Due to emotion, we create negative karma. So that's these stories we can learn. Okay, so next singing, who's the first one? Benny, you are? Okay. Benny is going first.
And maybe Nana, you can reply as the ghost. I make obeisance to Marpa, the gracious one. You malignant drugs, Rinmo of Limbadro. You sinful female ghost appearing in a vicious conjured form. In your contempt you come looking for a chance to harm me. I do not deceive in tuneful song. I sing only honest words and truth. In the midst of the blue, blue sky, the blessings of the moon and sun brings affluence. From the marvelous palace of heaven shines the ray of light, by which all sentient beings are illumined and seen. I pray the planet Chandu will not rival the sun and the moon as they circle the 4 continents. In the eastern quarter on the top of Snow Mountain, Darsen Garmo, the snow lioness, brings posterity. For she is the queen of beasts, and never eats spoiled meat. When she appears on the horizon, do not affect her with a storm. In the south amid the forest trees, the mountain tigress Dagmaridra brings prosperity. She's the champion of all wild beasts, gallant and invincible. When she walks on a narrow and dangerous path, do not ambush her in a hunter's trap. In the west, in the Mapam ocean, blue and vast, the Durgana, white-bellied fish, brings prosperity. She is the supreme dancer of the water element. In a marvelous way she rolls her eyes. When she seeks delicious food, do not harm her with a fishhook. In the north, above the wide-red rock, Shajagebu, the great vulture, brings prosperity. She's the queen of birds, wondrous indeed, she never takes the lives of others. When she seeks food on the top of 3 mountains, do not trap her in her net. In the cave of Limba, where the vultures live, I, Milirapa, bring prosperity. I aim at my own and others' welfare, renouncing a worldly life with an enlightened mind. I strive for Buddhahood in one lifetime. Diligent and undistracted, I practice Dharma. Drugs remove, pray do not afflict me. Pray hearken to the song with 5 parables and 6 meanings. The song with rhythm, the song like a golden string. La da 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 da. The song with rhythm, the song like a golden string. Pitiable drugs remove, you understand me. To commit evil karma is a heavy sin. Should you not take heed of the sinful karma? Should you not control your harmful thoughts and vicious heart? If you do not realize that all things are merely of the mind, the endless apparitions of Namdog will never cease. If one realizes not that the mind essence is void, how can one dispel the spirit of evil? You sinful demon hag, do not afflict me. Harm me not, and return to your own abode. Instantaneously she disappeared. However, still holding his foot, she replied to Milirapa.
I guess Nana's not here.
Nana did leave, yes.
I'll sing in falsetto. Oh, you gifted son of Dharma, the one alone who has courage and fortitude, the yogi who treads the path of the cemetery, the saintly Buddhist who follows the ascetic way. Your song is the Buddha's teaching, more precious than gold. To exchange gold for brass is shameful. Should I not atone for the sins I have committed? All that I have ever said will be a lie, for an answer to the song of karma which you have just sung to me. Hearken closely to my allegories. In the midst of the blue sky shines the light of sun and moon, through which prosperity to earth is brought. As you have just said, raised from the measureless palace of the gods, dispel the darkness in the four continents, while moon and sun circle the islands of four. With ease they give out beams of light. Were they not dazzled by their glowing rays, how could Rahu afflict them? In the east where towers the crystal snow mountain, Darsan Charmo brings prosperity. She is the queen of beasts. She commands them as her servants. When she appeared on the horizon, the hurricanes and storms would not have afflicted her, had she not become too proud and arrogant. In the south, amid the dense forest trees, the mountain tigress brings prosperity. Champion is she of all the beasts. With pride she boasts of conquest with her claws. When she comes close to a narrow and dangerous path, she shows off her pride with great hauteur. Were she not flaunting her delusive stripes and smiles, the hunter's trap would never catch her. In the western quarter, in the depth of the blue ocean, the white-bellied fish brings prosperity. She is the dancer in the water element. She claims to be the seer of great gods. Because of her gluttony, she searched for delicious food. Had she not used her elusive body to search for human food, how could the fish hook harm her? In the north above the wine-red rock, the vulture queen of birds brings prosperity. She is the diva of birds who dwells among the trees. She proudly claims that she disposes of all the birds. When she searches for blood and flesh to eat, she flies over the three mountains. If she swooped not at her prey, how could the bird not catch her? Could somebody continue for me?
Hi. And who's going to sing next? Maybe Amanda, please follow.
Okay, yes, thank you, Kimpala. Yeah, thank you, Andre. Are we in Vulture Dwelling Rock? Yes,
Yep.
okay. In the Vulture Dwelling Rock, you, Milirapa, bring prosperity. You claim that you are doing good, both for yourself and others. With the flowering of the perfect Bodhi heart, attentively you meditate. Your ambition is in one life to become Buddha. Your hope is to save sentient beings in the 6 realms. When you are engrossed in the practice of meditation, the powerful force of your habitual thoughts arose. If stirred your self-mind and aroused illusory discriminations, if in your mind the discriminating thought, enemy, had never arisen, how could I, Drox-Rinmo, afflict you? You should know that from one's mind alone comes the evil of habitual thinking. What is the use of my following your guidance if you have not realized the mind of suchness? You had better go on your own way while I go mine. He who does not realize the mind's voidness can never be exempted. He who does not realize the mind's voidness can never be exempted from the influence of evil. If one knows the self-mind by oneself, all obstacles and difficulties become one's aids. Even I, Drox-Rinmo, will then gladly be his servant. You, Milirapa, still have wrong ideas. You have yet to pierce into the self-mind's nature. You have yet to penetrate to illusion's root.
Thank you, Amanda. So yeah, this song is very important. She replied to Milirapa. This especially the last part. You should know that from one's mind alone come the evil of habitual thinking. So all this, damning spirits is we think that attack us for us, like create obstacle for us. So that is actually our mind creating, deluded. So grasping fixations. So she's saying Milirapa has thoughts. So that's why she can, she can hold like Milirapa's feet, because she can create an obstacle to Milirapa. And now she's telling Milirapa, you are wrong because you're creating thoughts, not recognize equanimity. And that's why this is a good for us to, when you meditate, practice yourself. So you recognize, you think you have some obstacles and all spirits and create, obstacle and harming for yourself, or you fear something, feeling, and you have fears for these spirits. So then that time we have to use this method. So have to recognize all this, spirits is coming from our own mind. So that's why she said, you have better the one's self mind be oneself. I think what okay. He where the so he says you should know that from one's mind alone comes the evil of habitual thinking. See, what is the cause of my following your guidance? If you have not realized the mind of suchness, if you don't recognize our mind nature, you had better go your own way while I go mine. He who does not realize the mind's wideness, someone who don't recognize, so mind create all this obstacle, can never be exempted from the influence of evil. So never going to finish all this obstacle and the negative object spirit. If one knows the self mind by oneself, so this all is come from our own mind, then all obstacle and afflictions become once as is all the obstacles naturally released. So the point we have to know the spirits or obstacles coming create our mind creating. You have yet to pierce into the self-mind's nature. You have yet to penetrate to illusion's root. So that's the she told this, Milirapa, and this is a very special instruction, even come from Tassimo. You cannot say, oh, Tassimo is damned, Milirapa is a holy being, so Milirapa saying everything is great, Tassimo is not. So we cannot have, like create and separation or, judgmentally delusion way. So even this teaching is come from Tassimo, it's bit instruction. So when Tassimo finished her singing, then Milirapa was much impressed. See, Milirapa also impressed with her cleverness. I see. He appeared to be very pleased. So he very happy to receive that she's saying, and somewhat suppressed. So Milirapa, I think, very suppressed. That teaching is come from Tassimo. To hear such expression from a demoness, and in answer to her, replied with a song. So now Milirapa going to song again. This song is like he going to sing different thing, first one, because now he recognized this Tassimo is not just ordinary kind of a demon. She has some, levels understand Dharma, but problem she didn't have practice, and the Dharma is not into her mind. She knows what problem, but she didn't have that, Dharma into her mind and the practice. Due to that, she has, jealousy, anger, and that's why she created obstacle to Milirapa, because due to jealousy. And Milirapa was in, this cave and practice meditating. She recognized he has a very high level realized. Due to that, she jealousy to Milirapa and created this obstacle. But Milirapa sang to her, but she still no go away, because Milirapa first song is not enough for her. And Milirapa just first singing is like kind of ordinary demon he's subduing. This Tassimo has more intelligent or education, and that's why he needed something different method. So Milirapa going to sing again. Who's Benny? You going to sing? Okay.
Benny is going to sing.
Benny saying, then maybe after Renato.
I was trying, I don't know. Is the yes part? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, you can say first, no.
I'm gonna try. I've never done this, and I'm pretty nervous.
Is a very good singer in soul better.
Let's see. So, yes, what you said is true. True indeed, all your vicious drugs remove. It's hard to find words truer than this. Although I have traveled far and wide, never have I heard a song so beautiful. Even should 100 great scholars assembled here, no better illustration could they give. You, a spectre, have some good words. They are like a rod of gold, which strikes into my very heart. Cause the harder the Dharma clinging are the spell and moon. The darkness of my ignorant blindness is thus illuminate. The white lotus of wisdom blossoms, the lamp which brightens self-awareness is lit, and mindfulness of awareness is fully liberated. And observing that this mindfulness is liberated, and I stare upward at the great blue sky. I realize completely the empty nature of being, of palpable existence. No anxiety or fear have I. When I look at the sun and the moon, I realize the nakedness, the radiance of mind, essence of distraction and drowsiness. No fear have I. When I gaze at the top of the mountains, I clearly realize the immutable samadhi of change and flow. I have no fear. When I look down at the flowing river, I fully realize the running nature of all floods, of the wrong view of non-cause. I have no fear or misgiving. When I contemplate the rainbow light, I clearly realize the identity of form and voidness, of nihilist and realistic wrong feels. I have no fear. Benny, can you help me now? Muito bom, obrigado. When I see the shadows and the moon and water, I fully realize the self-radiance of non-clinging, of subjective and objective thought. I have no fear when I look inwardly to the self-aware mind. I clearly see the light of the inner lamp. Of ignorant blindness, I have no fear. Say it again, I have no fear. When I hear what you say, simple spirit, have sung, fully realize the nature of self-awareness, of the obstacles and difficulties. I have no fear, have no fear. I'll say it again, I have no fear. You spectre are indeed eloquent in speech. Do you really understand the nature of minds you have said? Look at the ugly birth of a hag spectre which you have merited. You do nothing but vicious and evil deeds. Well, this is caused by your dharma of ignorance, disregard of morality. Oh, you should heed more diligently. I'm turning the page. The evil and the sufferings of samsara, you should thoroughly renounce the 10 evil actions. A yogi, a lion like, I have neither fear nor panic. You sinful demon, should not think my joking words are true. I was only making little fun with you. Oh spirit, you have mocked me this evening. But we may follow the legend of the Buddha and the 5 demons. And may the perfect Bodhi mind arise in you with your perfect vow, combined with my compassion. May you become one of my disciples in a future life. May you become one of my disciples in a future life. May you become one of my disciples in a future life. May you become one of my disciples in the future life. And maybe I'll even make you to my Dakini wife. May you become one of my disciples in a future life. May you become one of my disciples in a future life. May you become one of my disciples in a future life. May you become one of my disciples in a future life. I hit reply. A full faith in the Jetson blossomed in Tog. How do you pronounce it? Togsinmo? Tassimo. She released Milirapa's foot and sang with a sweet voice. Please, another singer. Maybe Andre again would be great.
I'll do my falsetto with the violin this time. Hopefully it'll sound a little better. It is by virtue of the star of marriage that you own, gifted yogi, are able to practice the Dharma and remain alone within this mountain of solitude. Your merciful eyes keep watch over all beings in compassion. compassion. I followed the lineage of Bedma Tutrin and have heard the rosary of precious worlds and holy neighbor. Though I have listened to much preaching and attended great congregations, still my craving and clinging are excessive. I lead the light to goodness, to those who observe the Dharma. I show the right path to gifted Buddhists, although my intention is friendly and my motive good. Food must be sought to support this depraved body. I roam earth in this evil form, desiring blood and flesh for food. I enter into the soul of whomever I encounter. I've been signed to hearts of maidens, pretty and charming. I'm maddened with lust, the blood of young men, strong and handsome. With my eyes I amuse myself, watching all the dramas. With my mind I instigate cravings in all nations. With my body I incite people to excitement and restlessness. My home is at Limba, my residence is in the rock. These are the things I do. This is my sincere reply, an honest confession. These are the words of greeting for me. These are this evidence of my faith in you and of my offering, singing this song of honesty. Let us be inspired and happy.
Thanks, Andrew. Wonderful. Milirapa thought this demon is earnest inquiry, must be well in spirit and her pride subdued. He didn't sing again. Leonardo?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Let's see, I'll go like almost the same. Hearken, hearken close, you depraved hag. The guru is good, but the disciple is bad. Those who have only heard and read the teaching of the Dharma merely grasp the words, they do not understand the real Dharma. Eloquent and convincing as their words may sound, there is neither use nor valor in them. Peaceful sayings and empty talk help not in cleansing the fullness of one. your vows by force of these transgressions. You were born as a lower form of woman. Your body wanders in the wretched haunts of cannibals, of cannibals, of cannibals. Your dog is self-cheating and deceiving. Your mind is saturated with thoughts of afflicting others. It was because of disregard of the law of karma that an ugly body in an inferior but was taken. Should you think now upon the vices of samsara, of samsara? You would confess your guilty and promise to do good. Like a lion, I do not fear. Like an elephant, I have no anxiety. Like a madman, I have no pretension and no hope. No hope. No hope. I tell you the honest truth. To make trouble and afflict me will only bring more sorrow on yourself. So make a vow, tower that you down. Make a wish to be my disciple in the future, in the future, the future. Oh, you confused, depraved hag, think on these words with care. With care, with care, of the holy Buddhas of the three times, the Buddha Vajrahara is the chief. He is also the Lord of the wondrous doctrine, the arising body, mind, indeed. Remarkable, you may call me a depraved hag, but I do have great merits. True understanding arose when I heard your warning. At first I swore to obey my guru's instructions. I studied and learned the holy Dharma, but then I indulged myself, and I committed evil deeds with vicious passions burning wildly, terribly in my heart. I was born in the ugly form of a she-demon. Yes, I was born
as a she-demon. I was meant to help all sentient beings, but again and again the results were evil. I was born in the ugly form of a she-demon. You came, great yogi, at the beginning of last year, staying alone in the cave. You meditated in solitude. Sometimes I like you, sometimes I do not. It is because I like you that I came tonight. It is because I do not like you that I seized your ugly foot. Now I repent. Now I repent. Hereafter this wretched hag will renounce her wrongdoings. With all her heart she will practice the Dharma. She will serve Buddhism as best she can. From now on, with the cool shade of the tree of grace, please protect her from the five poisonous cravings. I'm an ugly hag. The brave woman with the ugly form, take refuge in you and rely on the instructions in your eyes. I herewith renounce my malicious intentions from now until the time I achieve Buddhahood. I swear to protect the yogis and befriend all who meditate. I will serve and assist the followers of the doctrine, the observers of the precepts, to advance yogis and the Dharma. I shall be an honest servant. I will serve and assist the followers of the doctrine, the observers of the precepts, to advance yogis and the Dharma. I shall be an ugly hag no more. I shall be an honest servant. I shall be an ugly hag no more. No more.
Thank you. Thank you, Danny, Benny, and Renato, Anna. Thank you, Ando. Thereupon, Trusting more swore before Milirapa that in the future she would never harm anyone. She also took an oath to protect all who meditate. So she has become Dharma protector. And now we're going to do dedication. Finish the time. Om Ai Guru Hasan Benza Hong. Om Ai Guru Hasan Benza Hong. Om Amir Benza Hasan Hong. Om Guru Hasan Benza Hong. Om Ai Guru Hasan Benza Hong. The enlightened body of the Gypsy Jepa Dorje, and my mind makes without duality, beyond a liberation, like water bubbles dissolving into water, even the rest in the state without concepts. Gypsy Jepa Dorje ko Ransen Jidar Nimiji Chela Chewar Tembadar By this virtue, may I safely accomplish Mahamudra. Then may I establish all wandering beings without exception upon that ground. Sajai Chembon Drub Journey. Drowa je jam aleba. Deye salango bar yo. Lord Mala, laughing Varjara, to you I pray. Lord Mala, laughing Varjara, to you I pray. Jemela jeba dorje la zorwande zo. Jemela jeba dorje la zorwande zo. Jemela jeba dorje la zorwande zo. So now we're going to do the dedication, another one. Dorjen Chang, Telopa, Naropa, Marpa, Milirapa, Dharma, Lord Gambopa, Pamutrupa, and Lord Digomba. Please bestow upon us the most auspicious blessing of all Kaju Lamas. By this which you may achieve omniscience, by defeating all enemies, confusion. May all who travels on the ways of birth, old age, sickness, and death, cross the ocean of samsara. Bodhicitta, the excellent precious mind, where it is unborn, may it rising, where it is born, may it not decline, but ever increase higher and higher. I pray the Lama may have a good health. I pray the Lama may have a long life. I pray that your Dharma activities separate far and wide. I pray that I may not be separate from you. As Minjushri, the Vero realized ultimate state, and as did Samantha Bada, I will follow in the path and fully dedicate all the merit for all sentient beings. By the blessing of the Buddha who attained the three kayas, by the blessing of the true of unchanging Dharma as such, by the blessing of the indivisible Sangha order, may the merit I share bear fruit. By the virtues of collected in the three times, by my seven all beings in samsara and nirvana, and by any rule of virtue, may I and all sentient beings quickly attain unsurpassed, perfect, complete, precious enlightenment. May the teachings of Guru Digompa Ranashiri, who is omniscient, Lord of Dharma, Master of interdependence, continue to increase through study, practice, contemplation, meditation until the end of the samsara. Shizai Gunze Gunchen Chije Tender Nelai Wanda Digompa Rinchen Barje Denbai Sing Debar Shejo Desan Gombe Zin George. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, singers. Beautiful song. I hope everyone enjoy.
Thank you,
Contented.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Singing. Inspired. Help my practice.
Thank you, Kembala. It really brings the teaching to life. Thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah. Kempala, please don't get tired of us.
Ciao. To the singers.
Yeah.
Supplication to the singers, please don't tire with the singing.
Oh, never tired.